Hey guys, so it's a new year and we're all trying to remember or forget the songs that came out last year. And I thought about doing a worst songs of 2013. There's only one problem. I don't hate myself that much. I'm sorry, but I just don't feel like going out and searching through the top 40 for rock, pop, and electronic songs that have sucked last year. Why? Because my ears have been drenched in these three based hip-hop albums. Yeah, so thanks to these amazing pieces of artwork, I've pretty much forgotten all the likes of Kesha, Britney Spears, Lil Wayne, and all those other artists I really don't want to remember with my brain cells. I say almost, though, because through my time of listening through hip-hop last year, I did come across a lot of bullshit.
Don't get me wrong, 2013 was, in my opinion, one of the best years of hip-hop music in both mainstream and underground. But with that being said, there was a lot of bullshit covering up the diamond beneath.
And I'm here to give you the top 10 amongst that pile of bullshit. Why top 10? Because it's a top 10. So yeah, here we go.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better.
I'm cheating a little bit here because I couldn't decide which was the worst out of these two songs because they both have the same bad artist. But well, here it is.
That car driving make you feel some type of way. I know you do. That custom brightly make you feel some type of way. My nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga. My motherfucking nigga.
To start, Rich Homie Quan? Yes, because I'm sure people will remember that name, along with the name of other rappers with forgettable names.
Some type of way is your typical hood song, which means it's a song that exploits stereotypes of African American communities for marketing demographics that are unconnected and unfamiliar with African American culture.
But that's besides the point.
The song in its entirety is just nothing more than lackluster lyrics over repetitive subjects to a basic level trap beat.
But the reason this song makes a list isn't necessarily because of the bad lyrics or the production. No. The reason this song makes a list is because Quan's voice is so annoying!
My nigga been hustling, trying to make him something. Ain't no telling he'll do for the paper. Ain't no telling. Souffle, I'm straight, I stay. My plate, shot day, I'm a smooth operator.
My God, if Opie from Family Guy adopted a baby from the hood and let him become mentored by T-Pain in Future, that outcome would still sound better than this nigga Rich Homie Quan.
This dude sounds like a baby seal being repeatedly sodomized by a 12-foot iron pole!
This dude also doesn't seem to understand how punchlines work.
I got hoes like golf trying to make what Tiger made.
You mean you got hoes like Tiger Woods? Because golf is a sport, not a pimp.
I know that his intention was to use a play on words with holes and hose and have it connect with Tiger Woods, but that was a terrible way to execute it. You don't put the object the comparison is related to in front of the actual thing you're comparing it to.
It's like if you did this.
I got paper, greens, trying to make a tree.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to hear any more of his annoying voice until this shit came along.
My nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga. My motherfucking nigga.
Ugh, these dudes rhyme nigga with nigga so much Lil Wayne tried to sue for copyright infringement.
I hate when rappers do this. Even when rappers I like do this, it always makes me cringe. It just shows incredible laziness. And the whole reason this got popular in the first place is because of Vine videos. And now for a mid-video rant.
Stop it with the damn vines!
I'm not saying they're all terrible. In fact, some of them are actually fucking hilarious, like the ones from Paige Kennedy, King Batch, and Eric Dunn. But just because theirs are funny doesn't mean that yours are. If you're not generally a funny person or have no particular talent whatsoever, please do a favor and don't make a Vine! When Andy Warhol said that in the future everyone would have their 15 minutes of fame, he was being metaphorical. Andy said 15 minutes, not 7 seconds. Please, for the love of God, if you're not funny and or don't have a good ass, don't make Vines! And now, back to our programming. Yeah, there's really nothing more for me to say about this song. It's just a repetitive song with people who are too lazy to come up with anything to rhyme.
I just hope for our sake Rich Homie Quan stays as a one-hit wonder.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
I bet you can't guess what the topic of the song is. Well, I'll tell you. It's about being richer and better than you at everything.
Bugatti holds all the cliches found in your typical richer than you brag rap song. Niggas hating on you being rich.
Niggas be hating on rich as a bitch.
Expensive house that no one, including the rapper himself, can afford.
Crib as big as a college.
A weak punchline about ballin'.
Falling on niggas like Kobe.
Oh yeah, and Future does the hook.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay smoking.
My ears will not be feeling good tomorrow.
This song does nothing more than rephrase boring "I got more money than you" cliches, with the only thing preventing me from hating this song completely is the beat.
Here is my question though. Who the hell is Ace Hood?
No, seriously, who is he? I know of Rick Ross and Future, but I've never heard of Ace Hood. In fact, I never hear anything about him. Not that I try to keep up with popular media intentionally, of course not, but through the time I paid attention, I've never heard of this dude mentioned. Many people I asked about this song don't know who Ace Hood is.
Hell, I bet even Ace Hood doesn't know who Ace Hood is.
Well, whatever. I'm sure Ace Hood is happy he is rich off his album sales. I'm sure his $100 million home is more than happy to stay intact for him.
Oh, except your album sales flopped. Gee, I guess you should have woke up in a used Mitsubishi.
Seriously though, there's no purpose to brag rapping if you don't make anywhere close to the amount of money you brag about. It's just stupid.
Besides, the whole premise of the song is ridiculous. I mean, no one just falls asleep and all of a sudden they wake up in a brand new Bugatti all of a sudden. Right? Huh. Be right back in a sec.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
God damn it!
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
Already got one rolled up in my left hand. Pussy on my mind, tighter than the headband. Cushion in my lungs, got ganja in my sweat glands.
B.O.B. man? I actually like you.
It pains me to put B.O.B. on this list because he's actually a very talented musician. His mixtape and his first album were pretty good, and he knows how to produce pretty well.
But this...
Pussy on my mind, tighter than the headband. Cushion in my lungs, got...
I don't even...
The beat is absolutely terrible with the whole whistle concept.
Can you blow my whistle, baby?
Ew.
And add to that the terrible lyrics.
I make that pussy whistle like the Old Spice man.
I will never be able to use Old Spice products the same way again. Ew.
There's really not much I can say about this song. It's just a terrible song with a terrible beat and a disappointing track by B.O.B. with most of the fault being him and...
Look back at it.
Oh yeah. I forgot about this dude.
There you can vote with me. That will be never wearing.
We'll get to him eventually.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem.
I hate bad music, that's my fucking problem.
Although this song came back in December, the hype and my attention to it didn't happen until 2013.
And I would have not cared about the song had I not been overexposed to A$AP Rocky's music.
I tried listening to this dude's music. I even listened to his whole mixtape and a bunch of songs off the album. Many people I know and some close friends of mine really like this dude, and I tried to understand it. People were telling me how deep his music was and how much meaning are behind his songs and his videos, and I tried to like it and understand it.
But no matter how hard I tried to make myself like him, I just couldn't. This dude just plain sucks.
He's certainly not the worst rapper out there in mainstream, but his whole rap style isn't anything new, and on top of that, with lines like,
They say money make a nigga act nigga rich, but at least a nigga rich. I be fucking.
It makes me think that the deepness people are getting from his music is really just the deepness of the bong they're smoking out of.
this dude is a walking cliche of rap stereotypes. There's nothing about him that separates him from other rappers.
As for the song itself, well, 2 Chainz is on it.
I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem.
We'll get to him eventually. At least he's not rapping.
Also, Drake is on here.
Ain't heard my album, who you sleeping on? You should print the lyrics out and have a fucking read along.
Ha! Implying your fan base actually reads lyrics? I think if they did that, they'd probably like your music a lot less. Oh wait, you're rich and famous. They'll probably like your music regardless of how shitty it is. Oh, humanity.
Rocky's verse is filled with nothing but cliches and terrible lines,
Cause I'm the nigga, like how you figure.
while Drake's verse features more brag rapping, as well as him fucking up in the middle of the song.
Ain't a fucking sing along unless you brought the weed along and just, okay, I got it. Then just drop down and get your eagle on.
Rap Genius can make up all the pseudo-intellectual explanations it wants for this line. The nigga still fucked it up.
There's really nothing more to say about this track. It's the type of song you expect from a collaboration with 2 Chainz, Drake, and A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, ho, this the finale.
Wait, what the fuck?
My pep talk turned into a pep rally.
No, Kendrick, no! Why?
Ugh, I completely forgot Kendrick Lamar was on this track. I guess my brain tried to block the conception of a talented artist like him rapping a shitty verse with a group of shitty artists. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Kendrick shouldn't be allowed to rap about money, hoes, and bitches. Sure he can.
But come on, man, at least put some effort into it. All that potential goes into waste with lines like,
My pep talk turned into a pep rally.
and lines like,
Girl, I know you want this.
well, I just hope you stick to making good music in 2014.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol. I got some damn bitches I can call. What's that? I don't know what I would do without y'all.
Oh, Wayne, it wouldn't be a top 10 list without you now, would it?
It's been a pretty interesting year for Lil Wayne, what with the whole codeine seizure incident and his album mixtape getting poor reviews.
But it's whatever, right? So long as his bitches love him, right? Wrong.
Love Me is your typical Lil Wayne drinking game song, which we'll play eventually, that is all about money, bitches, pussy, killing niggas, and hating haters for hating, and then saying you don't pay attention to haters by telling haters to don't hate.
Makes perfect sense, right?
There's really nothing more for me to say about Love Me that hasn't already been addressed in the Rap Critics review of this song, which if you haven't, I suggest you go watch it. It's pretty funny.
Here's my thing, though, and this is more of a question to society than the actual song itself, but there's something I want to get straight. Robin Thicke makes a corny, although kind of catchy, song about blurred lines and having a cocky persona believing that females want to fuck him, and that gets banned in 5 universities in the UK, has feminists holding up signs saying fuck Robin Thicke, and gets labeled as the most controversial song of the decade. Not year, mind you, decade. Meanwhile, Wayne and Ross both make sexually explicit songs, with Ross depicting actually putting Molly into a girl's drink and later having sex with her without her knowledge of the event occurring, while Wayne makes a song depicting women in subjugated positions such as animal cages and wearing medieval torture devices used to silence women, and has the explicit lines,
And these hoes love me like Satan, man. And all she eat is dick. She's on a strict diet, girl. I fuck who I want and fuck who I don't. I say, baby, just make me come, then don't make a sound. These hoes got pussies like craters. Can't treat these hoes like ladies, man.
and the worst they get is a drop from an endorsement deal and a slap on the wrist? Huh. Internet activists really have their priorities in unusual places.
I kinda get the feeling there's some racial undertone to this, but I don't want to read too deep into that, so next.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here, nigga.
Oh, god damn it, what? What?
You're recording something.
Oh yeah, Drake.
Yet another boring song from Drake. This one being Drake's anthem of coming up from struggles. Gee whiz, Drake, I couldn't possibly understand why people would assume you never started from the bottom. I mean, it's not like you were on a famous TV show, despite dropping out from very high-class high schools, and had a family of respectably well-known musicians, and to live in a neighborhood where the average income was over $100,000.
Of course you started from the bottom, and Michael Bay makes educationally stimulating movies.
Even if Drake started from the bottom, this boring-ass song does nothing to make us care about him starting from the bottom. It just repeats the same phrase over and over again with no indication of why he started at the bottom, how he struggled, and why we should care about him being at the top. Basically, the song is just,
my friends and I were broke, but now we're not. My friends and I were broke, but now we're not.
So yeah, I don't really have much to say about the song that hasn't already been said. If you want some more in-depth analysis of the song or Drake, I suggest you look at the Rap Critics review of the song or the critiques made by Dosa Buckley and MK.
I do take an issue with something in this song though. Even if you were to say Drake started from the bottom, the same cannot be said to his fan base, who I have witnessed claim to have grown from very poor backgrounds despite having lived in decent or respected neighborhoods.
This song has become the anthem of guys with no apparent problems to reflect more on their whiny first world issues in an attempt to make you feel sorry for them. Whether or not Drake is from the bottom isn't the issue, it's the acceptance of having no problems and whining that I have a problem with, because Drake fans are very impressionable.
And I'm not saying Drake shouldn't make whatever music he wants. Sure he can do whatever he wants, but the dude really needs to understand this fan base takes things a little too literal with him.
Starting from the bottom doesn't mean you deserve to be respected or have people take you seriously.
I mean, come on, Drake. That might work for you, but imagine if one of your fans tried pulling that off at a job interview.
So tell us, what qualifies you for this position?
Well, you see, I started from the bottom.
And can you tell us what else?
And now I'm here.
Well, I'm glad that you understand you're in a job interview right now, but that doesn't answer our question. So I'll ask again. What do you think qualifies you for this position?
No, like, I started from the bottom, and now I'm here.
You mean bottom as in poverty?
Yeah. I started from the bottom, okay? And now I'm here.
Well, I'm terribly sorry you suffered through financial issues most of your life, but that doesn't really answer the question. Why don't you tell us about how you solved these problems while you were in poverty? Like, how did you manage to pay your bills? Maybe that could help us determine what's the best position for you.
I started from the bottom.
I'm sorry, but what bottom are you referring to?
I started from the bottom, and now I'm here.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to wrap this up. Do you have any last statements you would like to make?
I don't try to do too much explaining.
Well, that's kind of evident, so I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
But you see, I started from the bottom.
Now you're gone.
Man, where my codeine at? Shoot. Y'all don't even know though. For real.
Dude's background indicated he was from Beverly Hills. I think someone like that would be a lot more professional for a job interview.
Huh. I didn't know Mac Miller was a Drake fan too. Whatever.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
Number 4 is also a tie between these two tracks.
I'm in the club, high up perk, with some shades on. Tatted up, mini skirt, with my J's on.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing.
I don't know whose bright idea it was to have Juicy J, Wiz Khalifa, and Miley Cyrus rap on the same track, but it produced this monstrosity.
I back it up, cause I don't give a fuck. If you were lame, that's a shame, you can't hang with us.
This song is so white, I'm afraid it'll start showing me pictures of Ronald Reagan.
I've already made a video critique about the song, so if you have time, pause this and go check it out or whatever. There's really not much I can add about this song.
There is something I do want to say though. You see, apparently I've had a misconception. I thought this song was popular because of how much people hated it. You know, like Bound to by Kanye West or Friday by Rebecca Black. Apparently I was wrong. People love this song. To which I must ask, why?
Is this what people want to hear? A girl who shamelessly exports her sexuality for attention while trying to hide an emotional attraction that makes the exploitation or genre music she has no connection to simply because she knows her name will give her more hype?
Where is your soul, people?
This shit scares me. It not only gives hip-hop a bad rep, although to be fair, the genre's never had a good rep since its foundation, it also signals to people, hey, who cares if you had no experience in rap or whatsoever, or for that matter, any musical experience. You can become big in hip-hop. It requires no skill or talent. You just dress as slutty as possible or look as thuggish looking as possible and you can become instantly famous.
Shit like this shouldn't be happening. Female rappers have it bad enough with Nicki and Krayshawn giving them a bad rep, and now Miley too? It's like every white person wants to be a rapper now. What's next? The host girl from Ridiculous is gonna start rapping all of a sudden?
Looking so fly, I'm tired with the sky. Looking so fly, I'm tired with the sky. Looking so fly, I'm tired with the sky. Looking so fly, I'm tired with the sky.
Huh. Well.
I don't even know what to say.
See you in my next review, I guess.
23 by Mike Will Made It is just a song with a generic beat and terrible rapping. As for 2 Chainz,
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
Got a present for the present and a gift wrapping.
We'll get to him eventually. Oh wait, that's right now. Okay then.
I'm Different is your typical 2 Chainz song, which is about whatever is on 2 Chainz' mind at the time, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest, yo. I can't listen to the song fully through without either laughing or throwing a chair at somebody, depending on my mood. So, I'll just ask this. 2 Chainz, why are you here?
No, seriously, why? It's obvious you don't try to rap and that you have no talent in it whatsoever. You've already made quite a decent amount of income as Titty Boy, and even though I'm pretty sure the whole 4.0 in college was bullshit, you did extremely well in high school and did attend university.
So why do you suck? Why do you have to rap? Why? Oh, okay, that's why.
The beat to the song is also terrible. It's like the producer woke up too late and needed to figure out a simple tune on his iPod Touch and then added a few layers when he got to the studio, and 2 Chainz doesn't add to the benefit.
I'm sure some swag facts out there are gonna be like, if I don't like 2 Chainz, I shouldn't listen to him. Well, of course, I shouldn't listen to him, and I don't try to listen to him. There's just one problem, though. He's on every fucking song!
This dude is inescapable. He's on everyone's song, from Big Crit to Robin Thicke to even Kendrick Lamar and Pharrell.
Hell, even Macklemore and Jerome Benton have collaborated with this dude. It's leaving me scared now. He pops out at the time I least expected. It's got me in constant fear. Hell, he might even pop up in one of my favorite songs.
When Abraham went to
Why don't you be the artist? I'll make me out of
Freedom of jail clips inserted. A baby's being born, same time a man is murdered. The beginning and end.
No!
Yeah, this dude 2 Chainz is a joke. There's really nothing more to me to add about him without killing my brain cells, so next.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
Gold all in my chain. Gold all in my ring. Gold all in my watch.
I hate this dude.
Don't believe me, just watch, nigga.
Hate.
Trinidad James is another example of an artist with very little experience in rapping suddenly becoming big due to memes and other bullshit. And now, thanks to him, every time I mention my family's from Trinidad or anything relating to Trinidad, this dude's name pops up, which wouldn't be a big deal except for the fact that half the people that live in the areas I stay in are uncultured about everything to the max. I know some viewers probably still don't understand why I dislike this dude so much. I mean, it's not like the Caribbean culture is being overflooded by American influence leading to a misrepresentation of it, and it's not like Trinidad barely has had representation within American society, and that the first major exposure of it has been in the form of two talentless rappers, and it's not like people don't view him as the spotlight for Trinidad music and culture and judge it right off the bat without taking a second to consider that maybe this dude doesn't represent the music of that culture, and that the island has actually very talented people, and it's not like all this is being accepted within mainstream culture influenced by America and then adopted in Trinidad.
No, that couldn't possibly be the reason I'm upset.
I've already tackled this song to death in my first review, so I suggest you go check that out. I will say, though, this is probably one of the worst songs I've heard in this decade, only to be eclipsed by number 1 and number 2 on this countdown.
But there's something I do want to say. Trinidad James, you need to learn to keep your mouth shut.
I swear, every time you speak, you make me want to stab a kitten in the frickin' throat. And I love kittens. I hope you realize that what you say can backfire on your ass, and after the whole NY is dominated by Atlanta rappers now statement you made a while back, you've pretty much put your own foot in your mouth with saying that.
And after the backlash you got from that, you better hope people will have even an ounce of respect left for you. Otherwise, your next single will have to be all bronze everything.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
Before I get onto the next song, there's something I'd like to say. Just a little word of advice for you upcoming producers and hook writers out there. Just hear me out. It's a little word of advice. Just listen. Hear me out. Listen. Repeating the same word over and over and over again does not count as a fucking hook!
Why? Why is this shit popular?
I can't. Why, people?
If you haven't already known, every year there's usually a song that becomes popular that either has the hook saying the same word or sentence over and over again, or it's the beat itself doing it. And this year had several instances of that. But the one that takes the cake this year is...
Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. I know that you like it. Versace, my neck and my wrist is so sloppy. Versace, I love it. Versace, the top of my Audi.
Oh, gee whiz! It appears some company wants me to buy their product by paying off some rapper to talk about them. Gee, I wonder what the name of the product is!
This shit is just shameless. I know product placement is a big thing amongst mainstream hip-hop, but this is just god-awful torture.
Don't take my word for it. Just listen to the beginning piece of the song. Although some people say this is the hook, I think this was meant to be the first verse, but whatever, just listen.
Versace, 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 whoa, Versace, 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 Versace.
It's shameless fucking advertisement. This isn't how you get people to buy your product. I mean, could you imagine if another company decided to do this in their commercials? Whopper, 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 whopper. Ugh. I understand this is the original version of the song, and that the song that got famous is the remix featuring Drake.
But guess what? That version sucks too!
Drake spends a whole verse talking about Versace and other brag rap crap, as well as this.
I'm always the first one to get it, man, that's how you lead by example. Versace, 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 Versace.
And you wonder why people don't take you seriously as a rapper, Drake.
Another line that irks me every time is actually the first two lines of this song.
Versace, Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. This is a gated community, please get the fuck off the property.
So, let me get this straight. A genre of music that was actually once started off from people actually at the bottom and used to express the daily lives of people from these low positions, as well as enlightening and inspiring people in the community to rise above their circumstances and hope that one day African Americans at the bottom of the stratification line may someday seek success, and with the aspect of upper class society was actually looked heavily down upon, is now used to brag about living in a gated community, segregated from other minorities, and threaten them that they don't belong and never belong in their society, as it's their property within their secluded area. If that doesn't spell irony, I don't know what does. I guess we can expect Mitt Romney's EP to be dropping soon.
Remix or not, Versace is by far the stupidest repeated word song I've ever heard. There's no way a song of this type could possibly get any more
Hannah Montana, 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 Hannah Montana. I got Miley, I got white, I got Miley, I got white. I've been trapping, 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 trapping all damn night. Hannah Montana.
Before we get into the #1 song, I want to quickly run through a list of shitty songs that would have made the top 20 countdown of hip-hop songs that sucked last year, had I wanted to torture myself in such a way.
Throwing up a Gino, like a mad casino. I'm all fancy, and I'm popping Pellegrino.
And add Justin Bieber rap into the list of things that should never happen again. Ever.
Can't play no game with these niggas. Can't play no games with these niggas.
Rick Ross is not playing any games. I guess he must own an Xbox One.
Shabba, shabba ranks, shabba ranks. 8 gold rings like I'm shabba ranks.
You know when you run out of ideas for songs, when you have to use this guy for a song idea.
Throw them fingers up and finger fuck the sky. She like the way we pump it. I call her pumpkin pie.
I don't know what's more shocking. Limp Bizkit still making music? Well, the fact there's people out there still listening to Limp Bizkit.
But when it doubt, she a silly hoe, cause she know the friggin' style getting plenty dough. She don't get nothing from my nigga though. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios.
Ugh, and I thought Danny Brown's voice was annoying. This dude sounds like a lobotomized squirrel. Also, Trinidad James is in this.
I do this for them shotters. Trinidad, I love you.
That automatically makes this song bad.
Bubble butt, bubble, bubble, bubble butt. Bubble.
Nope, next.
I ain't worried about none. Nigga, I ain't worried about none. Nigga, I ain't worried about none. Nigga, I ain't worried about none.
Ugh, another garbage rapper. I'm sick of rappers like him and A$AP Rocky come to the spotlight. These dudes are giving Southern hip-hop a bad rap. Huh?
Pen.
What?
Them niggas not from down south, yo.
What?
They're from New York.
No, they can't be from New York.
Yeah, both of them from New York.
For real?
Dead serious.
What the fuck? And now for the #1 song.
I don't waste time kicking rhymes about cheddar. All I gotta say is fuck you, I rhyme better. I ain't got no gators and I can't afford a leather.
I'm just gonna be straight blunt with the #1 song. It's Karate Chop by Future featuring Lil Wayne. Now, let me get to other problems before I get to the main reason why I think this is the worst song of 2013.
The beat is terrible, the autotune is mind-numbingly annoying, and the slow flow rapping they do is not only repetitive and boring, it's also very basic and demonstrates a preschool level of diction.
Now, this is pretty much the end of the video. If you want, you can choose to close out of this, because I'm really just going to get on a rant of why I think this song is so terrible. So, since it's pretty much the end, you can close out, okay? Okay, then. Now, I want you to hear the line that he says in this song that makes me hate it so much.
Beat that pussy up like Emmett Till.
And again.
Beat that pussy up like Emmett Till.
And again.
Beat that pussy up like Emmett Till.
And again.
Beat that pussy up like Emmett Till.
Again!
Beat that pussy up like Emmett Till.
Beat the pussy up like Emmett Till. I just don't understand. I don't understand what possessed him to say that line. It baffles me that such a thing comes to the human mind. It's just aggravating me. If you don't know who Emmett Till is, I suggest you search it up, but my problem isn't necessarily just the line itself. It's the reaction that the line got. And I'm not saying, okay, he did get in trouble for that line. And, you know, I mean, I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm an artist or whatever, you know. And I think sometimes, you know, censorship goes a little too far. But just the fact that there's people out there defending this line, and to actually are defending him saying this line and stuff. It's sickening. It's sinking in that this is where we've gotten at now. That we've thought so little of ourselves that this is where we're headed to now. This is what we think of ourselves now. It sickens me. I just don't know what to say about this. I'm sorry I have to leave on such a serious note after making this video as funny as possible, but I can't make a joke about this line. It's fucked up. It's very fucked up. It's sickening. I just hope that one day that we can break out of this type of mentality. Like, this shouldn't be allowed. Like, this shouldn't even come across your mind to use this. This shouldn't even be said. I'm all for shock rap, but this is, like, just fucked up. It's not shocking. There's nothing shocking about it. It's just fucked up. You know, I sincerely hope that, you know, that he as an artist, or as he is a hip-hop rapper or whatever, that he learns from this. And I hope everybody learns from this. This shouldn't be cool. Like, our people have struggled too fucking hard for this to be going on. For ourselves to be thinking so little of ourselves. For us disrespecting people like Emmett Till. It's fucked up. I'm Penn. Peace.
See, the black race can't afford you no more. Oh, there used to be a time we'd see somebody like you singing, clowning, yassa bossing, and we wouldn't do anything. Folks like that. You were good. Homie kind of nigga. When they needed somebody to mistreat, call a name or two, they paraded you. Reminded them of the good old days. Not no more. The day of the Geechee is gone, boy. And you going with it. We can't let nobody go on believing we all fools like you.
Time turn cake niggas to professional podcatchers. High action, cause I'm apt to put in more legwork than a thigh master. Finally figured out you could die faster. I number your days, but I'd rather letter them instead. And then alphabetize backwards. Flabbergasted, I would send these rhymes past you. You're the MVP of the National Fuck-Up League, and every one of your squad's a linebacker. I'm trapped behind a padded fence. I'm that intense when all I see is skillless rappers fucking models with no fashion sense. Braggarts get caught out there with pop flies. Saying you getting pussy, then your cat's ass whistles when it walks by. Look in the spot.
Can you provide us your name?
Hey, it's your boy Whack Miller, aka Wackadelic.
Okay, what was your name again?
Whack Miller.